Hi, Sagittarius. My name is Missy, and I'm here to do the bullshit and the blessings for the second half of September. We're starting off with the song All Through the Night by Cyndi Lauper. You might want to Google those lyrics to see how or if it pertains to your situation. So we're going to do things a little bit slower today, and I say that because of Mercury being retrograde in Libra with Mars in Gemini. You know, a lot of people are going through some relationship stuff, and so I just want to make sure that I cover all the details and there isn't any misunderstandings, which is something that is, you know, typical with Mercury retrograde. But that also means that this video might be a little bit longer. I might be a little bit slower in the way that I read, because typically when I film these, I like to, you know, try to make them as short as possible, or I'm trying to work as quickly as possible. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to let myself read the way I normally would if I was just at home doing a reading and not a video for any kind of social media. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some charms for a general reading, and then we'll look at the cards to get the details. But yeah, you know, these readings are really meant to be like timeless. And so we're going to get right into my disclaimer with that. Excuse me for a second. I want to get my little crystal to stand back up. So, yeah, the readings are meant to be timeless. Even though I'm saying this is for the second half of September, you know, anytime you come across them, if the details fit for your situation, this is definitely meant to be your reading. You were meant to find it. But if you're watching it because you want to know what's happening and you're like, well, this doesn't resonate for me, it's not your reading. I'm so sorry. There might be another one on the channel for you. But, you know, if it doesn't resonate, this one just isn't yours. A lot of people don't, and, you know, I don't know why I feel called to tell you this particular Sagittarius, but a lot of people don't realize that you have all 12 signs of the zodiac in your chart, which means you could be called to watch any sign at any time, and it will absolutely apply to you, and it will be meant for you because you have that sign somewhere in your chart. It just depends on which area of life you're working from, to, you know, that determines which aspect of your personality carries that sign, right? Because that's what a natal chart is all about. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. I am going to finish my disclaimer, or I'm going to start again. So these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. Details fit for your situation. It is meant for you, but if they don't, please don't try to force it, because that will do more harm than good, and that's not my intention. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant, so if you need advice in any of those areas, you really should go in contact with them. And, you know, on the same theme, don't do something simply because I suggest it in one of these videos. Like, use your responsibility to your advantage. You know your life better than I do. I'm just reading cards for general energies. You have to look at your own situation and see how or if they even apply to you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Give it a quick cut just because I feel like I need to. Boy, the bad thing about these nails, it's hard to pick up the cards. The good thing is that they're pretty. So let's go ahead and get some charms. Right there. That's a whole lot. Man, some of them jumped far. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh my God. Oh, there it is. And it, we're not going to read that one. That one went a little too far for my comfort. We have the song Deal With It coming on, and it's like interesting. Okay. Okay, so we have Deal With It by Ashniko in the background. Sorry, I got distracted by the charms, but the song is also catching my attention. All right, so a couple of things. the first thing, especially with the song in the background, if you're really angry with someone and you want to like tell them, wait, there's something you're missing. There's a higher perspective that you need because of this balloon. And I say you've got terminated quartz twice here on the board, and it's coming out overweight, right? So terminated quartz, I keep explaining it, but terminated quartz is one of those stones that it helps you to protect yourself through getting your chakra system balanced, right? And so that's how you, by getting yourself balanced or in balance, you are able to have more confidence in your emotional and mental state, right? Now, it feels like what this reading is saying is that you feel that the way to get yourself balanced is to express yourself. You want to, it feels like, do verbal diarrhea all over somebody about exactly how you feel. And I feel like if you doing that, that's going to be a really bad thing, because you are missing the higher perspective. Like, you are seeing it from your very narrow point of view. That's the reason this is coming out twice. I feel like you feel very strongly about something. Oh my God, you are so convinced about something. Somebody did you wrong, XYZ, somebody's, something. And you want to let them have it, and you are not seeing everything. I guarantee it, especially because you got the bat right next to this. Like, the bat has to rely on sonar. Like, they have to really pay attention to the very subtle differences in the sounds when they are being bounced back to them, right? They make the sound and the sound travels and bounces back, right? That's how they know how far something is, where something is, right? It's a very fine-tuned dance, and that's what you need to do in this situation. It's coming through extremely strong, especially because you've got love and be loved. This is like talking about, compassion is really needed in this situation. You've got a piece of lepidolite next to the love and be loved, like, calm the fuck down. Also, you've got the archway, you've got a bundle of grapes with the dollar bill, and then you've got a bigger bundle of grapes right over here. So one in the center is telling me your focus should be on abundance, right? Or at least some small abundance right now, but there's an even larger abundance possible. I think it's going to be dependent on whether or not you can keep yourself in check over here. You've got the angel of peace coming out over yes, like absolutely keep the peace, keep your mouth shut to keep the peace. Yes, you need to. I'm going to get to the dragonfly in a minute because it's something very interesting, but I want to go back to these arches. In order for you to ascend, in order for you to gain the abundance that you're looking for, or go to the next level, and I think that is definitely coming. You are, like, if you're looking at a promotion, you want a promotion, something. I don't know why I'm saying promotion, but that's what it feels like with this here. Maybe you are looking for a promotion or something that will bring you abundance. It will come if you can keep yourself calm and if you can maintain or be compassionate about something. You have the charm here that says best, or it's the definition of the word best, which says surpassing all others in quality, right? And then you've got the $50 bill, and that's coming out over rephrase. So rephrase is like saying try again, or say it again, say it louder, something, right? But when you talk about best, like maybe you submitted work, or there was something that you did that was not your best, and you need to go back and edit, redo, revise something, rephrase. That could be, what Mercury is here to help you with right now. Also, the dragonfly is very interesting to me because all of this is talking about compassion. And yet, did you know that the dragonfly is a predator and they are cannibalistic? They do it to survive, right? And this is coming out in between no and now, but it's sitting more towards where it says now. And then you've got what I call the nail that also came out over the word, right on top of the word now. I feel like it's saying you need to act now, but But with all of this, I think you're really going to need to curb that predatory nature. Definitely, you need to really soften and tone down the predatory nature. That's going to be very important. This song is sort of like itching at me. Oh, it's 11:11. It's 11:11 right now as I say this. And we have the song, How Come You Don't Call Me? I wonder if that's the situation over here where you want to really lay into somebody and you're not seeing the higher perspective and you need to. Very interesting, because yeah, that was like itching at the back of my head as I'm trying to talk. I keep hearing her voice kind of like trying to like snag my attention, but it's like an irritation. And so I got to be honest with you, there's a very high likelihood that maybe that you are kind of being a little bit of a pest to somebody as well, right? Like maybe you're trying to get someone's attention and it's irritating them, especially if they're busy doing something else and that's the higher perspective that you're missing. Like maybe they've got more going on than just you. And I'm so sorry to sound like I'm lecturing, but it's the way that it's coming through. It feels like, because that's how I was feeling as I was listening to this song. Like I don't get me wrong, I love the song, I don't have a problem with the song, but I was trying to talk and it was trying to get my attention at the same time. And I was feeling a little bit frustrated until I realized, oh my God, I need to say this song is coming through, right? So it could be a situation where you're trying to get someone's attention and they were not able to give you their attention in that moment, and you pushing the issue could cause a problem. You do not want to do that. All right. So take that however it resonates for your situation. All right. So now what I'm going to do, oh, I don't know if I explained this before, but because these videos are going to take a little bit longer, although Leo's was only 20 minutes, we've already gotten to 11, almost 12 for yours. Because of that, it might actually be a couple of days. Like if you're watching for all of your big three, sun, moon, and rising, or if you're watching for someone else, you're a cross watcher, then, you know, it might take a couple of days for these to come out. So please be patient with me. So let's see what the details are for the next couple of weeks for Sagittarius. Yeah, we really need to clear oh, see that? Now that I cleared it, they don't want to shuffle together anymore. It's saying, okay, I'm done. All right. Try to give myself some more room. Look at Knight of Swords. Energy of like wanting to rush in towards something, which makes total sense. I wonder if this is about a job. Well, that one wants to come out too. Hold on. And I say that for a couple of reasons, mainly because the Ten of Wands here, I was already kind of feeling it with this archway over here, like maybe a promotion, but now I'm feeling it more about a job. Because of the Ten of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles. Like if you have applied for a job and you haven't heard anything yet and you're starting to get anxious and people keep telling you, because as I was saying, like you might be irritating somebody, right? I kind of like, because I was thinking job already over here, I was hearing in the background advice that I was given that where people say, check that, let them know you're very much interested in this job. It could be in this situation that might backfire. And I feel like it's because of this Eight of Pentacles, like the person that you're contacting to ask about it could be very, very busy. Like very, very busy with this Eight of Pentacles here, especially because look at, they've got this kid. So again, like it's energy of I'm trying to work. Why are you talking to me? The kid's sitting there watching, even though that's not really what the meaning of this is. I read my cards intuitively and that's how this feels to me, especially based, not just because of the way, you look at, if you're sitting there working and you got some kid, especially if it's your child sitting there watching you, they're going to be like, Mom, or dad. Well, I say mom because I'm mom, but but in this situation, this kid's going, dad, hey, what is that? What does that do? Why are you doing it like that, dad? Hey, dad, hey, dad, do you think ladybugs can fly for like 100 miles, or do you think they get tired? Dad, like that's the energy that's coming through with that. So again, just take it however it resonates, right? Let's look at the bottom. Now look at Seven of Swords with the World. You could actually lose this opportunity if you also there's something about sneakiness, trying to get away with something, lying. Do not do that. You don't want to get caught with that. If it's a job, definitely do not lie on your application. Also, sabotage could end it. So the World card is typically positive because it talks about a successful conclusion or completion of a task, a project, an aim, a goal, right? But then you've got the Seven of Swords, which is about two different things. As you can see, this is like a war situation. This is the enemy camp that, when you read your book, when you get yourself a deck of tarot cards and you read your book, what they're going to tell you is that this is a soldier going in to steal the swords from his enemy's camp in order to ensure his own side's victory, right? But he can't steal all of the swords. So he ends up dropping some of them along the way, and it's not as successful as he thinks it's, and he ends up getting caught as well, like especially if this was to come out upside down, right? That say you would get caught, but it's not. It's just in this position that's, I think, warning against it, or it's saying like that could end that could really put an end to your opportunity, either sabotage or lying. Because again, when you look at what's happening in this scene here, there's deception and trickery and sneakiness and theft and lying and all of that happening as a consequence of his plan. See, he thinks he's doing what's good for his team. He thinks that stealing these swords is the best way to help his side, but it's, for the other side, the side that is having the sword stolen, it's deception and treachery, right? So I feel like it's saying, that's somehow coming in. Oh, well, look at right here as well. It's saying if this is something that you're thinking about doing, if you're thinking about like sabotaging the other side in some way or saying something bad about the other side, you definitely don't want to do that. Ooh, definitely not with these cards. Yeah. It's like saying, think about it. Right? And then look, see, it would end it, and then you'd be really sad, a lot of worry. It's like after the celebration, now balance needs to come in, right? And look at, as he's balancing, he's missing this ship in the background. It's like the ship's coming. This is the ship getting ready to come in for the Three of Wands, right? You see, and in fact, here's the Three of Wands. Dude, you're missing, because you're trying so hard to go and get whatever this job is over here. That's what it's saying. Dude, you're over here like, look at me, right? Boom. And that means you're missing the ship. Like you're no longer sitting at the shore watching waiting for your ship to come in. Your ship. So definitely do not try to sabotage the competition. If you think somebody else is coming in to steal whatever it is that you think is yours, let them have it. Because I feel like with the imagery of these cards, it is absolutely, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, and look at the Death card directly after that. It's saying you will miss your own opportunity for success and independence and renewal, right? And then you've got the Queen of Wands, which is, she's very attractive, very abundant, very intelligent, very intuitive, Adam. Then you've got the Sun card after that. So you will miss your own opportunity if you try to take someone else's by making yourself too visible in this situation. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope it resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, anything you can to help me get my channel out there because I'm new here and it really, really does help me. So I thank you for watching.